Yeah, George Clooney actually could surf. But anyway, it's Spike from Wavescape with your surf report for the next few days. Made on Tuesday, the 14th of June, and lasts until roughly Monday, the 20th of June. Some interesting stuff going on in the ocean over the next 6 days. I mean, crazy stuff. There's a huge storm to the west, and there's a huge storm to the right. There's east swell, there's west swell, and there's lots of it. Starting with this big swell from the first weather chart, which is the surface wind chart over the ocean. Coupled with your synoptic chart, you've got some strong winds and a big storm. It arrives in Cape Town late on Tuesday and early Wednesday, going gale force on Wednesday morning and spreading up the east coast with lots of strong winds. And there you can see Thursday, strong winds and another big storm lining up behind it. And this swell has a huge area of fairly strong winds, so plenty of swell over the next few days. And then by Thursday night, it goes glassy up the east coast. Another nugget of powerful gale force fetch there. Now, if you look at this amazing storm. This is like a cyclone storm, but it's in the middle of June. And that is basically a nugget of super hurricane force east wind that's pointing back at Madagascar and the east coast of KZN and other parts of the Eastern Cape. And look at that. That is pretty much the peak of that storm, that cyclogenesis, and it's very strong and it's pointing at the east coast. So there's going to be a mixture of swell. As you can see, the big west swell coming in from the west on that storm, and then this faraway swell, which is going to result in a very long spaced, very deep energy east swell. And look at it, it's sitting in the same place, which is always a fantastic sign for proper swell. So that's going to create waves that you haven't seen for a while, that's for sure. And in fact, by Wednesday night, as the Cape is getting clapped by this big west wind, this storm is just sitting there and it's just doing its thing, and eventually it starts to dissipate on Thursday. So if we have to look at the the period chart from Storm Surf, and you're looking at Tuesday, there's actually an ambient swell that's running up the west coast, but we're not concerned with that. Here's this nugget here, and that's from the storm that's coming and approaching the Western Cape, and there it hits the storm swell, mixed in with a whole lot of other wind swell, obviously, because of the strong winds. And then Thursday morning, it's spreading up the east coast, and it's moving on almost towards Madagascar. And then you can see eking out here, peeking in from the east side of the map, is that long range, long distance, deep period, long lulled, epic, powerful ground swell that is coming from that storm in the east. And as you can see, it's heading towards the east coast. So now there's going to be a mixture, this strange V-shaped little mixed direction, showing the strong west swell from that storm and the east swell from that other storm, and they are basically running across each other and heading to Madagascar and then heading to KZN. And in fact, if you look here, you start seeing signs of that long period, like 20-second basically swell. It's 20 seconds that swell. That, if you look at this is, I'll call it 17 seconds, but with the powerful of that swell, the power in the dock there, you're looking at some serious waves. And there it is. Now, meanwhile, of course, in the southwestern Cape, we're getting smacked by a 14-second storm swell, and lots more where that came from. Basically running all the way through Sunday night, and into Monday. So lots of swell ahead. Now looking at Cape Peninsula on Wavescape, Wednesday. Nice swell running, west swell, but with strong westerly winds. So it's a mixed up storm sea, and it's rising all the time, up to 10 to 15 foot perhaps on the open coast as the wind moderates, but still very messy. Thursday, you're looking at lots of west swell as well, and could be cooking on the reefs that like the northwesterly winds, which are not strong. Friday, same deal, a little bit smaller, still cooking, lovely direction, moderate northwesterly winds, reefs firing, waves everywhere. Even Museum Corner probably is going to have at least lovely, in fact on this day, solid 4-foot waves possibly, although it's very west, 3 to 4 foot possibly wrapping into False Bay. And here on Friday you got 3-foot solid waves wrapping in, so the longboarders will be happy. And Saturday it's cooking on the other side, especially early in the morning before the wind gets strong, and then it goes pretty strong as the next front comes. Sunday, same deal, but now highs ridging in, and you've got a fresh south-southeast wind. Monday, still plenty as well. nice clean southeast winds. And then if you're looking at, this is basically the J-Bay area, pretty much from around about Plet to PE side. Wednesday, you're looking at fresh devil's wind, northwesterly winds, 4-foot swell rising to solid 8-foot, but with storm winds. So you won't really be surfing. Pretty wild and woolly and going too big. Thursday, pumping winds, straight westerly, white-capped mayhem, wild and woolly, out of control surf spots, except for certain of the point breaks that like that sheltered, that like that big wind and big swell. They will be probably 6-foot or so and cooking, although the direction is 234 degrees, a little bit west of southwest, which means that some of them might be a little bit inconsistent. And then Friday, cooking surf all over the show, solid 6-foot, if not big on the open coast, in moderate northwesterly winds, but sadly going light to moderate northeasterly. But Saturday is the day for the Eastern Cape, cooking surf, 6-foot or more, in beautiful light land breeze conditions, going glassy, so full day of surf, epic conditions. Sunday, again, fresh, slightly white-capped, but crisp and lovely feathery westerly breezes and still solid cooking waves. In fact, it's jacked with another component of all of those storm actions out in the deep, and you've got 6 to 8-foot surf on the open coast. And Monday, cooking again, just cooking, absolutely firing, beautiful winter conditions. South coast of KZN, you're looking at not much going on Wednesday in light to moderate northerlies, and then Thursday the Buster smacks, nothing going, white cap mayhem. Friday, beautiful conditions. If it's not too big, but shouldn't be, 4 to 5 foot and absolutely epic on the points on the south coast, and in fact all around the KZN coast, cooking waves. Saturday, the onshore now picks up on Friday afternoon and is pumping through Saturday, and it looks like it's there to stay overnight. So no land breezes in the morning, despite the arrival or the continuation of some epic south swell, and it has gone a lot more south, 4 to 5 foot surf on the open coast on Sunday. In morning sickly, northeasterly broken seas going glassy, and then a moderate southerly, and then another buster smacking, unfortunately. And then if you're looking at the rain, very interesting rain situation. The farmers are going to be happy, and the drought may be broken to a degree, because we're looking at lots of rain in the southwestern Cape and Cape Town on Tuesday night. And if you look on Wednesday morning in the early hours, lots of rain around Worcester and still around Cape Town, heavy showers, Fredendale, stretching inland a little bit and along the eastern Cape coast as well, and southern Cape by George and PE, so showers. And then strong rain again Wednesday afternoon in the southwestern Cape and western Cape, spreading a little bit easterly and then eastwards, and then fading a little bit, although still some showers inland. And then Thursday, some showers around Cape Town and then the eastern Cape, but fading a little bit by Thursday afternoon, and overnight into Friday, no rain for a good few hours or pretty much for the day. But Saturday, look at that, nice bit of rain arriving, and late Saturday and into Sunday, the next cold front's rain arrives, and heavy rain hits Cape Town and spreading up the west coast to all the dry areas as well. So good news for the drought-stricken areas. Alexander Bay pumping with rain, and moving inland a little bit as well by Monday afternoon. Yeah, I think that's about it.